sites, and I don't want the burden of being a volunteer to be on the 50 to 60-year-old Black woman. So it's important that we as young people who feel healthy and feel comfortable go out there and make sure that people are able to exercise their right to vote. All told, the adventure of voting ended up taking about 6 hours.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Payday.
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Robinson, Jay Crowder out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Dragic in the point guard. And for the Jazz, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovic, and it's Conley in at the point. Dragic kicks to Robinson from outside the arc. Bogdanovic grabs the miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
They get it back. Here's Gobert. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I love it when Rudy Gobert crashes the offensive glass, uses those long arms to great advantage.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot block. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion. Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Conley dishes to Bogdanovic. Passes to Mitchell. Conley kicks to Bogdanovic. 6 on the shot clock. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Gobert's got 6.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
Dragic on the follow.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. It's stolen by Dragic. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Butler. Trying to get open is Crowder. And it's Butler missing. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. Jazz have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Crowder with the steal.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
There's a speed and an athleticism to Jimmy Butler's game that's really impressive. I love when he puts it on the deck.
Mitchell passes to Conley. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Robinson against Bogdanovic. And Crowder with the basket on the assist by Robinson. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
For the Jazz, Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And Miami with a change here, too. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. Adebayo. Rebound collected by Clarkson.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And it's Mitchell missing. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
I love seeing Adebayo run the floor like this. Fantastic job leaking out and beating everyone to the spot.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
Davis is checked in for Utah. Emmanuel Mudiay comes in for Donovan Mitchell. The Heat also changing it up. Olynyk, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Jones comes in for Crowder, and it's Iguodala in for Jimmy Butler.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA. You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
Left side, Davis. He kicks it to O'Neal. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. To the middle. Nice shot by Gobert. Gobert's got 15 points.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Jazz have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Iguodala, and the slam dunk by Iguodala.
How about Iguodala skying for the throwdown? A little throwback dunk from Andre. Go ahead.
And that one drops. He's got 17. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Here's Hero. And Davis sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here's Hero. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Utah Jazz. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently...
Everybody had their expectations of what we...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
We've got Mudiay. Davis is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
For Utah, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. Here's Mudiay, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, when Emmanuel Mudiay has got deep post position, boy, he is going to attack and earn the trip to the stripe.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David. Here's what Utah's going with right now. Bogdanovic, he's checked in for O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Clarkson. And it's Mike Conley in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
They retain possession. Back to Ingles. Pass to Davis. The second chance effort. And the layup is good. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And one thing you love about Ingles, he hits a lot of contested jumpers.
He does, and he'll get to his game by using jab steps, pump fakes, really good ball handler. He's unafraid in the clutch. He'll talk a little smack every now and again. Joe Ingles has carved out quite a career.
The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Boy, this is as exciting a combo guard as there is in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell's craftiness, his assertiveness, all of those things make this guy special.
Adebayo, high post. Stolen by Conley. Oh, and here comes Conley all alone. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. To the paint, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Robinson against Gobert. The wide open look here for Ingles. 5 on the clock. Gobert, the pass to Bogdanovic. Another miss by Utah. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. The putback, and Butler with the second chance points. Butler's got the lead up to 4 now for the Heat.
One thing we know about Jimmy Butler, he's going to stay in a play. Nice job on the offensive glass.
Lobbed up there for Robinson.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
1:10 left now here in the second. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Great D that time from Adebayo. The Heat leading by 6. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. And Miami with a change here too. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Robinson. Iguodala, the pass to Adebayo. Kicks it to Crowder. Back to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by Miami. Keeps it alive. Adebayo on the follow. Adebayo's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they really started to get it closer to the basket.
Now, Gobert has settled in his ability to get to the free throw line. I'll tell you, he is excellent at getting physical with the defense and drawing contact.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Clarkson comes in for Mitchell, and Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Pass to Iguodala. Inside, here's Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, with his power and explosiveness, when Butler gets inside, it's typically a bucket, a trip to the line, or sometimes worse, both.
Both shots good from the stripe. Jazz trail by 9. Mudiay kicks to Bogdanovic. Back to Mudiay. Bogdanovic left side. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Jazz have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. And the technical free throw is good.
There's a lot to like about Bogdanovic's game. He's a skilled scorer, he's a capable defender, and I think there's some leadership qualities there.
Mudiay dishes to Clarkson. Comes up empty down low.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And
if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Robinson in at the shooting guard. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
So much of that was the timing. Butler finishing as you might expect from this guy.
Conley feeling it out. Gobert can't hit. The Heat leading by 8. Outside Robinson. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011. Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
Dragic the pass to Adebayo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
And Gobert kicks to Ingles. To the middle. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Bogdanovic wide open. No good with the triple. And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him and they had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys and he has taken off.
And, Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates and specifically guard Donovan Mitchell. After Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it's good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things back on track. Thanks, David. Here's Mitchell. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovic showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Robinson passes to Dragic. Basket counts. Dragic has got 6.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Ingles kicks to Conley. Dishes it to Gobert. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. Defended by Butler. Bogdanovic passes to Gobert. And he makes good on the layup. Gobert's got 8 points here in this quarter. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket for Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Miami. Robinson misses.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Heat leading by 6. Robinson passes to Dragic. Back to Robinson. Down low. The kick out to Crowder. For the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. He's got 8.
We know this. Jay Crowder is an effective shooter. Someone who can shoot the 3 well. You've got to get into his space.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Rejected by Dragic. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Open up for Adebayo. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And the pass to Moutier. O'Neal with it. Feeds it to Davis. And Jones sends it back. Gets it off. And so it's Miami. Their lead is 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Heat leading by 11. Bogdanovic out there with O'Neal. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Emmanuel Mudiay. And it's Davis in at the center position. That's the group right now for Utah. Hero passes to Olynyk and stolen by Bogdanovic. Here's Mudiay. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Dragic taking his time here. To the wing right side. Here's Hero. The offensive rebound.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Davis. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Jones. Iguodala outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Heat lead by 11.
Well, you love that Andre Iguodala seems to relish an opportunity to have contact and have to finish anyway.
No one near Mudiay as he lets it go. Davis. Miami grabs the miss. And here come the Heat again. Miami with the fast break. Here's Hero. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Hero no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Here's Davis. 2 points. That one goes.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Out to the wing. Here's Hero. Offline with his 3.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And it's good. 2 points. Bogdanovic has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Jazz. Passes it to Hero. To the paint. Here's Olynyk. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Mudiay dishes to Clarkson. Back to Mudiay, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. And it's Mike Conley in for Emmanuel Mudiay. The Heat also changing it up. Adebayo is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Crowder comes in for Jones. And it's Jimmy Butler in for Andre Iguodala. The Heat leading by 13. Here's Crowder. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
I'll tell you, even with contact, Crowder getting the job done. This guy's a gritty, tough fighter who fends off contact.
Pass to Bogdanovic. Back to Conley. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Dragic. Crowder goes in, and Adebayo throws it down.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Miami.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Bam Adebayo.
Boy, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Heat have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Here we go, one-on-one. And here's Conley outside. But they'll get another chance.
If there's an opportunity in transition, Mike Conley will seize it. Well done for the easy one.
Gobert against Dragic. Crowder kicks to Butler. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Hero. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Outside Conley. To the inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like that. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.
After we voted, my mom and I vowed, like, we're going to do early voting and be the first people in line as soon as the opportunity presents itself. And I know that by voting early, it'll allow me to actually volunteer on November 3rd. Wherever they need us, we'll be there. If that's just directing people into a line, I'll do that. If that's helping people actually cast their ballot, I'll do that. But either way, I just want to be.
Well, it's important to look your best on the road, and that's not lost on the Wizards. Here they...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. So look at the starters for the Wizards. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle, and it's Bonga in at the 3. And for Chicago, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot.
That's something you hate. We're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you.
And next week, Trae Young hosts another installment of More Than a Vote with
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Well, there's always a little extra motivation for a team.
Hey, Kevin,
everyone talks about the Heat culture. It is special. David, thank you. And now Washington's starting group. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at small forward. And for Miami, Jimmy Butler is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Dragic, and it's Robinson in at the 2. A drive by Beal. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Looking for Beal. He gets it there. The kick out to Wall. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Heat. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And it's Washington's ball. Here's Beal. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant.
And I'm sorry, but the D's got to know where Beal is at all times, especially when he's leaking out in transition.
Dragic kicks to Butler. That 3 off the mark.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those. So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Here's Dragic. Banked in off the glass.
Terrific patience around the paint area from Dragic there. Calmly knocks one down from the interior.
And with a name like Duncan Robinson, you wonder, were his parents Spurs fans?
Good call, GA, but I don't think so. He was born in 1994. That's a few years before Tim Duncan joined the Spurs alongside the Admiral. Good NBA name. Feels like Jimmy Butler is getting better on how he finds the open teammates, really elevating his playmaking skills.
Wall passes to Hachimura. Poked away. Down low. And Adebayo sends it back.
And Bam aptly describes Adebayo's defensive impact. He packs a punch in there.
Dragic dishes to Crowder. Back to Dragic. Pass to Butler. Good ball movement here by Miami. Robinson misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Bunga gets the bucket.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here is Hachimura. And Bryant slams it in.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And slam dunk by Butler.
Now, some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
Beal gets a wide open look, and he's good on the 3-ball. Beal's got 5 now.
Well, he is looking confident. I love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. Here's Iguodala. It's rebounded by Payton.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Great positioning on the putback. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Dragic, the pass to Olynyk. Here's Hero. Kicks it out to Jones. To the right side. Here's Dragic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 6 points for him. Washington leading now by 3. Payton, right side. Back to Bryant. Here's Hero. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Down kicks to Smith. Fires from deep. That shot misses.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Wizards making a change here. Mahinmi's checked in. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
Dragic with it. Here's Olynyk. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, Olynyk at his size is big enough to get the job done.
That's a 2 from Smith, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about
these guys work so hard and they're young.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
In that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
So on the floor for Washington, they've got Ian Mahinmi. Payton is out there with Ish Smith. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. Now here's Dragic to the left side wing. Shot's good by Hero. Hero's got the lead up to 8 now for Miami.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Deflects the pass. Smith. The kick out to Brown. Here's Smith. The shot comes out, and the Heat going the other way now. It's Iguodala with the drive, and the shot goes down. Iguodala's got his second bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Smith the pass to Mahinmi, and the rejection by Iguodala.
Iguodala demonstrating his defensive prowess yet again. Superb reach on that block.
Well, Heat leading by 10. And some controversy last season. Andre Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies. We know he didn't report, Greg, just stayed in the Bay Area until a trade could be worked out to Miami.
I'd call that a power move, Kevin, no doubt. Iguodala, a respected vet, wanted to play for a contender, and he got an extra year and $15 million in the deal.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. Then for the Wizards, Hachimura is checked in for Brown. Bradley Beal comes in for Payton. And John Wall subbed in for Smith. And some changes here for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Olynyk. Jay Crowder comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Andre Iguodala. It's good.
Man, it's hard to stop on the drive. Butler's strength and attitude right there. Coming in to finish.
And Wall kicks to Beal. The pass to Hachimura. Back to Beal. To end the run. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Adebayo. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Lobs it up for Crowder. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some off.
Miami leading by 10. Hero passes to Crowder. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. They get it back. Out to the right wing. Here's Hero. That one a little long. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. There's the lob to the hoop.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
For Miami, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's Hero. Outside Crowder. Inside, it's stolen by Mahinmi. Up top, Wagner. Defended by Crowder. The shot by Mahinmi, no good. There's the foul. It's on Mahinmi. That is his first foul of the game. And Washington making a change here. Hero passes to Adebayo. Robinson against Hachimura. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And every bit of the body control right there for Adebayo out there going right through the contact.
And the Wizards making a change here. Ryan's checked in. Free throw good. Adebayo.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
And here's Miami. They're on a 12-4 run. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate.
Oh, that was huge.
Incredible. And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Now here's Butler. And Adebayo throws it down.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
Wall looking it over. And finished off by Bryant.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Now Wall. After Jimmy Butler missed from long range and a missed late. 27 seconds left here in the second. 9 feet out. That one off the back iron and out.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
Snatched up. The kick outside to Butler. Here's Robinson. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Well, he spent a few years back. And
happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys. He has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Miami, Robinson is out there with Dragic. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Crowder in at the 4. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Beal finds Bryant. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Miami leading by 5. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Up top, Hachimura. To the middle. It's thrown by Adebayo. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
A different look for Miami. Olynyk, he's checked in for Adebayo. Derek Jones comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Iguodala in for Robinson. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
The kick out to Dragic. Jones, no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jones has got 5.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
The Heat shooting their 5th. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Jones nails both of them. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Payton outside. Smith outside. Dragic against Payton. Knocked away. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder. Tyler Hero. He's checked in for Crowder. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Now here's Iguodala. Back to Dragic. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Miami shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Now, Kelly Olynyk coming into the league as the league has shifted to the pace and space play, and Kelly more than capable as a 5-man of drilling the outside shot.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
It's Jones on the wing. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Wizards. To stop the drought. Rejected by Dragic. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Jumps up, and Jones slams it in.
And Olynyk doing a nice job just keeping the symmetry out there.
Passes it to Bertans. Iguodala with the steal. It's 2-on-1. Lobs it up for Dragic. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Back to Wagner. Pass to Payton. Bertans with the ball. He's guarded by Dragic. Bertans, the pass to Wagner. Back to Bertans. Just 5 on the clock. Wagner with it. He's against Olynyk. No good with the layup. Miami leading by 20. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Bam Adebayo comes in for Jones. And it's Butler in for Goran Dragic. And Olynyk gets it to go on the assistance by Adebayo. Olynyk's got 5 now.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashing, but making smart ones.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And the Wizards with possession after the Heat pick up 2. Bertans, basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And with a merciful bucket, he snaps a terrific run by Miami.
A different look for Miami. Silva's checked in. Robinson is subbed in for Hero. That one falls for Bertans. 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. Butler on the wing. Back to none. Robinson for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Robinson's got his second basket.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
For Miami, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. No free throw drops for Butler.
You don't become this good in this league unless you put in a lot of hard work, and there's some evidence that Jimmy Butler has done that through the years.
Left side wall. It's off. And so it's Miami rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So the Wizards 5 right now. They've got Grant. Thomas Bryant is out there with Mahinmi. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Napier in at the point. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Pass to Silva. It's Hill on the wing. In the corner, none with it. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. On the wing, Hill, a three ball, and the Heat, another three.
Well, got to admire the stroke that time from Hill, able to knock down the three ball.
Beal deciding where to go with it. Mahinmi's shot is good.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Hill passes to Robinson. Off target from three-point range.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Bryant's shot is good.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Out left to the wing. The pass to Hill. Outside Robinson from deep three-point range. Hill, no good. Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Outside Bryant. Beal finds Napier. Grant with the ball. Over to the left wing. Leonard with the steal. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Outside Robinson. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Napier. Well, the Wizards shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here's Beal. Nunn grabs the board. And Nunn has got the ball here for Miami. To the left side wing. Outside Leonard. Passes it to Silva. And Hill has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And the Wizards with possession. It's Beal on the wing. There's the triple. Bryant, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. On the wing, Hill. Pass to Silva. Out to the right wing. Now, here's Nunn. They need this one. Shot clock at 3. Rebound by Mahinmi.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Heat.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Goran Dragic.
Now, serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And the Heat, another three.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Left side, Bryant. It's stolen by Hill. outside Robinson. From deep. Washington with the rebound. And here is Beal. Over to the wing. Here's Napier. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Here's Robinson. From deep three-point range. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Hey, Ryan here, back with more My Team updates for you. Next is now.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation.
Well, guys,
David, thanks. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovic out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the center position. And for Washington, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the small forward position. Now here is Hachimura. Wall passes to Bonga. And he converts the layup.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Conley dishes to Ingles. High post, Gobert. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Utah with the ball. Pass to Bogdanovic. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Hachimura. The pass to Wall. Back to Beal. And it's blocked. In transition, here come the Jazz. And so the ball's out of bounds. Hachimura touched it last. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Oh, man, that 7'6" wingspan Bryant is packing, just smothers you, completely cutting off your shot.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovic put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
Utah with the ball after the basket by Washington. Conley for 3. Bonga pulls it in. Wizards have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And finished off by Beal.
I love the unselfishness from Wall. When someone flashes open, I mean, he's right there with the pass.
And another area where Bogdanovic is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game. Utah with the ball. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. And here's Conley outside.
Cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
Here's Bonga. Bogdanovic grabs the miss. Jazz have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Now here's Gobert. He's guarded closely. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Jazz shooting their first free throw of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Wizards making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
He had stolen by Ingles. Here's Conley. Wall with a block.
Oh, the height Wall possesses, it allows him to get up for these type of blocks. Shooters have to be aware of his reach.
Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Now, here's Bogdanovic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on John Wall.
And Bogdanovic is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mahimi's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Davis Bertans comes in for Rui Hachimura. Payton, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Smith's subbed in for John Wall. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley.
One of the things Clarkson does best is converting off the dribble drive.
A shot by Bertans, nobody around, and another miss by Washington.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
Round kicks to Bertans. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a 5-point game. And Davis can't get it to go. Wizards have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And Payton throws it down.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the opening.
Pass to Davis. He kicks to Clarkson. O'Neal passes to Davis. Over in the corner, Moutier. No good with the triple. Wizards leading by 7. Payton left side. All alone. That shot off. The Jazz go the other way with it. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. And that one good from Clarkson.
This is why you like the size in the backcourt, if you can get it. I mean, Clarkson able to take the hit and complete the play.
It's stolen by Davis. Payton dishes to Brown. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Davis, and he drops it in from the low post.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Here's Bertans. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Wizards up 7. And we chatted with Bradley Beal recently, who touched upon
being yourself, being in your own comfortable setting.
You know, Greg, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. 2 advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Bogdanovic out there with Davis. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Moutier in at the point. Now, here is Smith. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Wagner kicks to Payton. Back to Wagner. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated. And last year, to create cap space for Anthony Davis, the Lakers traded Wagner to the Wizards, and boy, he showed a lot of promise.
Yeah, he became the first player since Yao Ming to score 30 points and pour down 15 rebounds off the bench. And if you think that was a fluke, why don't you go back and watch the Rising Stars game? He showed he can match up with elite talent.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. Michael Conley, he's checked in for the Jazz. The Jazz shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's Gobert. Rebounded by the Wizards. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now here's Bryant. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
How about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
The Wizards shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Mahinmi's checked in for Bryant, and it's Brown in for Mo Wagner. Conley gets the bucket.
He's so crafty near the bucket. You give Conley a little room to work with, he'll do his thing.
Wizards leading by 7. Mahinmi finds Hachimura. And again, Washington no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
There's no let up in John Wall's attack. He makes his mind up that he's scoring, and then he just does.
The Jazz working the ball around now. And now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And, you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
Ed Davis is checked in for Royce O'Neal. Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
What an athlete Beal is, rising up so effortlessly to jam it home.
Gobert with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And they double up Davis. Has to Gobert. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
There's Brown with the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Beal, the pass to Hachimura. The kick out to Wall. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz trail by 7. The drive by Mitchell. And it's blocked by Brown. Here's Beal. And finished off by Beal.
Oh, I like watching Beal finish with authority. He doesn't mess around when he's knifing his way to the basket.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Now, Moutier. And it's Bogdanovic in the corner. Here's Gobert. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for the Washington Wizards.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They have a solid. And that does it for our half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3. That's the group for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half.
So consistent in shooting from deep. You can't let Conley get into a rhythm from this area.
Bonga and good coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 5 assists in the game.
They would love to see every possession in with a high percentage shot like that.
Now here is Conley. He has 7. Puts up a 3. Bonga pulls it in. Beal finds Wall. Here is Bryant. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 9-point Wizards lead.
And you got to be more physical with Bryant than this. I mean, he's skilled at fending off contact on the way up.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Now here's Bryant. In a wide open look for Hachimura. Drains the 3-pointer. Hachimura's got 7.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Bonga, no good.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Good. He's got 15.
He's a go-to scorer. Once Beal starts to heat up, you better watch out.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Jazz. Trailing by 10.
And we so often talk about the elite scoring, but Beal's playmaking is now reaching that same level.
Yeah, it just shows you how talented and unselfish he is. All he wants to do is win, and that talent requires help from your teammates. So he uses his vision and instincts and ability to keep them involved.
Now Mitchell, following the 3-point attempt by John Wall.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Wall passes to Bonga. And Bryant kicks to Beal. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Wizards lead by 8.
And he's embracing his role as a leader. Bill knows his team depends on him to score like this.
So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lores of the game of college basketball.
Down low. And the basket by Payton. Payton's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Tipped away. Bogdanovic passes to Moutier to the inside and stolen by Wagner. And here we go. Washington fast break. Payton with the ball.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
You're going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
And it's Bogdanovic off the drive. It's taken away by Payton. Here's Smith. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Smith's got the lead up to 11 now for the Wizards.
Oh, Smith is a fighter, someone who usually doesn't back down from anyone, especially on these types of shots.
Moutier pass to Gobert. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Gobert's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
To the paint. The kick out to Brown. From outside, off the mark.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Bogdanovic.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
It's good. Berton's got his first basket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Clarkson, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, good leaper. Clarkson, he'll make you pay if you let him get to the rim.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Smith kicks to Bertans. Back to Smith. Pass to Wagner. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Wagner's got 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Gobert. Washington with the rebound.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
No one near Payton as he lets it go. No good. And so it's the Washington Wizards in control with the 9. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Bogdanovic out there with O'Neal. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Mitchell in at the line. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
John Wall's checked in for the Wizards. The Jazz also changing it up. Joe Ingles is checked in for Bogdanovic, and it's Mike Conley in for Royce O'Neal. 5 to shoot. Gobert double-teamed. Off on the layup. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Wizards, Ryan is checked in for Mahinmi, and it's Hachimura in for Bertans. Wall dishes to Bryant, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And floor spacing is key for any offense, and that's what makes having a center like Bryant so valuable.
Yeah, G.A., his confidence from beyond the arc grows every year. Has a smooth shot release, nice touch, can pop it right over the top of pretty much any defender. He's only going to get better.
And plenty of contact on the shot. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's Mitchell missing. Wizards leading by 13. A pass to Bryant. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
And it's sent back by Bryant.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense, he's not been there for him tonight.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Here's Beal, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Now the pass to Hachimura. Here's Bonga. The three. A rebound by Mitchell. Passes it to Clarkson. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And the thing about Clarkson, he really plays with an edge, especially once he gets it up inside.
Inside, here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Outside, Wall. To the paint, here's Bryant, and Bryant slams it in.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Now, here's Ingles. Here's Clarkson. The Jazz again can't hit it. Wall against Clarkson. A nice shot by Wall.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up to score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
And now Wall running the floor all by himself. And Wall with the slam.
Well, that's just the fast hands of Bill. You can't be careless around him. He'll strip you in a heartbeat.
And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant. So both teams making some changes here. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Washington.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Bradley Beal.
Well, he had a nose for the basketball tonight, playing some disruptive D and picking pockets left and right.
And Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Jazz trail by 20. Pass to Oni. Pass to Morgan. He feeds it to Bradley. Nice ball movement by Utah. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. And the 3 off target. Here's Washington. They're on an 18-7 run. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
For 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Grant finds Bryant. And it's Bradley with the rebound. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for Utah. 17-point game. Morgan the pass to Moutier. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Here's Napier. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession.
Substitution for Wizards.
Long range from the inbound. No good. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
Now, tip-off packs are officially out now, complete with one player from each NBA team. Pistol Pete, James Worthy, and Yao Ming. Safe to say these packs have it all. In limited this weekend,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final.
Kevin, good evening.
That warrior mentality, the common thread there, DA. Thanks so much. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovic. And it's Ingles in at the 3, the small forward. And for Miami, Jimmy Butler is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Robinson in at the shooting guard.
Boy, I love the strong finish from Jay Crowder. He doesn't settle on the layup, demonstrates his impressive vertical.
A 3 from Bogdanovic. Here's Gobert. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Shots good by Butler. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And he makes that one. Crowder's got his second basket of the game.
I'll tell you, that's a pretty pass from Jimmy Butler, and you've got to have special vision to make it.
Conley gets the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Ingles against Dragic. Here's Adebayo. Gobert with the block.
Let's remember that the 7-foot frame includes a 7'9" wingspan. Rudy Gobert, the Stifle Tower, doing work.
Butler with the ball. Conley picks him up. That's tipped, and he recovers it. Stolen by Mitchell. And now Utah, fast break. Ingles with the ball. And Butler sends it back.
Terrific anticipation. Butler reads that play, sends it back.
And it's Mitchell missing. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Adebayo. It's blocked. Here's the break. Here's Mitchell. Another miss by Utah. And here are the Heat. Floats it up for Adebayo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
And Bogdanovic kicks to Conley. Gobert double team over Adebayo. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Here's Dragic, and the layup's good off the glass.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
From deep. Here's Gobert. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
I love it when Rudy Gobert crashes the offensive glass, uses those long arms to great advantage.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Goran Dragic.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
It's crazy to think that 12 teams passed on Donovan Mitchell. He has become a premier scorer in the NBA. Oh, would they love a do-over.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Adebayo. Jones comes in for Crowder. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Butler. And it's Tyler Hero in for Duncan Robinson.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now, here's Olynyk. He kicks to Iguodala. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
Clarkson on the wing. Has to Gobert. In the corner, it's Clarkson. And there's the pass to Gobert. Mitchell outside. Takes the three. Davis. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Dragic, the pass to Iguodala. Back to Dragic. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Hero, no good. Utah trailing here. Here's Clarkson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
How about Jordan Clarkson? The ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play.
Iguodala kicks to Jones. Passes to Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Here's Mitchell. Utah gets it back. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by one. That's tipped. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Mitchell. Goran Dragic grabs the board. 1 second left, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. A nice first quarter of play we've seen. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Heat, they've got Jones. Hero out there with Dragic. And there's Iguodala. And it's Olynyk in at the 5.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Goran Dragic. Miami shooting their first free throw of the game. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Jones slams it in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Mudiay, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Jay Crowder's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Jimmy Butler comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Andre Iguodala. Now here's Butler. And the wide open shot from Crowder. No good from outside. Conley left side. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Mudiay, no good. He'd have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Robinson against Mudiay. And finished off by Robinson.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Utah turns it over again. Mitchell, he's checked in for Utah. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. To the inside. Here's Butler. Left side Crowder. Pass to Hero. Shoots the three. They get it again. Butler. It's Crowder on the wing. Outside Robinson. Back to Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Those three-pointers off the mark. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by Hero. The Heat have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Robinson misses.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Here's Hero. He's covered by Bogdanovic. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Conley finds Mitchell. Fires the three. It's good from long range. Mitchell's got 5.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Robinson for 3. Utah with the rebound.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Gobert with the block. Here's Mitchell. And it's all evened up. And it's 7 points for Donovan Mitchell.
You have to prevent Mitchell from driving. This guy too quick and too crafty once he gets into the lane.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
A different look for Miami. Olynyk, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Derek Jones comes in for Crowder. And it's Iguodala in for Robinson. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Now, here's Bogdanovic. Six on the shot clock. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. Miami's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Heat lead by 2.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Gobert. Here's O'Neal. Another shot, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The gigantic frame of Rudy Gobert is a problem for the defense. Very hard to contest this guy without fouling.
And Gobert drops them both. Now Dragic. It's Jones on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. Looking at the... And that's...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovic out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the point.
So much of that was the timing. Butler finishing, as you might expect from this guy.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Utah Jazz. A 2-point game for the lead. And it's Mitchell missing. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's foul number 2 for him. The Heat shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. It's Crowder on the wing. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the three ball. And now a 5-point Miami lead.
You simply can't give this guy open looks. Jay Crowder is one of the best 3-and-D players in the league.
The Jazz with another miss.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
And Crowder slams it in.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort. Defensive positioning so important, and he could not have played him better there.
And Adebayo throws it down. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
That one misses.
Seems to me that Rudy Gobert could be a Defensive Player of the Year candidate every season. But on the offensive end, guys, he's really starting to grow.
And Miami making a change here. Heroes checked in. Utah also making some changes. O'Neal's checked in for Bogdanovic. Clarkson comes in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
And Miami making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And Adebayo drops them both. Here's Moutier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. High post, Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, what a game. A dominant game from the big man. Rudy Gobert is a force right now in the middle.
On the wing, it's Iguodala. From the arc. Here's Adebayo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Adebayo's got 10.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
On the wing, Ingles. Here's Moutier. And it's off from three-point range. Miami leading by 10. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
Jazz have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Moutier, no good. He'd have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Takes a 3. No good from Dragic. Jazz trail by 12. Here's Ingles, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Ingles has got his first 2 points.
I'll tell you, you have to have some measure of composure close to the bucket. Mr. Ingles doing work.
And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. He lobs it up.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. O'Neal passes to Ingles. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Not sure Rudy Gobert left the floor to finish that dunk, but boy, what power.
In the corner, Iguodala with it. Dragic kicks to Crowder. There's the pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by Moutier. In transition, here come the Jazz. Clarkson's running. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Miami leading by 10. Adebayo poked loose to the middle. The kick out to Dragic. Connects from three-point range. Dragic has got 5 now.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Here's Clarkson. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Heat out front. They lead by 13. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then it's Jones. Then it's Olynyk. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Takes the 3. That one, no good. And it's Miami the other way. Outside, Jones. Right side, Robinson. Puts up a 3. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. Conley against Robinson. Here's Gobert. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
And Jones has it in the corner. Dragic against Conley. Butler kicks to Robinson. Shot clock at 5. And the Heat, another 3.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
It's stolen by Dragic. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
On the drive, Dragic's footwork really shines. His ability to make quick moves around the defense gets him to the rim.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row ending in turnover. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Out to Conley, and they get it. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his 4th rebound in this one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Adebayo is checked in for Jones. Here is Conley. Bogdanovic left side. Lets it go from deep. Robinson pulls it in. The Heat leading by 21. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. There's the triple. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. Outside Conley. Here's O'Neal. It's a hand on it, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Robinson kicks to Dragic. 5 on the clock. Robinson passes to Adebayo. That one goes. Count it. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Dragic looking for an opening. Robinson for three. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Heat.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions in the nice night it ended up being for Goran Dragic.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Moutier pass to Gobert. Down low. Rebound by the Heat.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
To the wing right side. Passes it to Silva. On the wing hill, defended by Moutier. And they double up Butler. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Butler.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Niang, no good. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here is Butler. Gunn looking around. Back to Butler. Out to the wing. Here's Silva. Off target with his three. Here's Oni over Butler. And the miss.
And that's what Jimmy Butler brings to the table. Intense on-the-ball defense.
And so Miami takes this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Grab all your former top 10 picks and see if you can get one of these new Lakers-inspired limited rings for Season 2. And in unlimited news, shout out to everybody who participated in the first game day for the $250,000 My Team Unlimited tournament.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA. GA.
Kevin, thanks.
All right, thank you, David. So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Dragic. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Butler in at the 3. And for the Wizards, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. Now here's Dragic. Outside Crowder. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Floats it up for Adebayo. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
And Crowder slams it in.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And it's the Heat on the break. Robinson with it. He's picked up by Wall. And Crowder slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here is Hachimura. It's tipped. It's stolen by Adebayo. And it's the Heat on the break. Robinson's got the ball. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And it's Bryant missing.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Butler kicks to Robinson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so Bryant will bring it up for the Wizards. 8-point game.
And you talk about guys who play with that chip on their shoulder. Bam Adebayo has not forgotten he was cut from the U.S. national team in 2019.
And Greg, in fact, he told those close to him they will pay a little extra motivation, fuel for the fire. He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Here's Adebayo. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. A slow start for Washington in this one. Still without a basket in the game. And Beal kicks to Bryant. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Now that's an energetic drive to the rim by Jimmy Butler. Speed and strength.
And as much as he commands attention on the court, Jimmy Butler content to skip the spotlight when he's off it.
You know, GA, nothing has come easy in his career for Jimmy Butler. All he does is puts his head down and works and works and works. And because of that work ethic, he has become an all-star. Love watching his progression.
Mahimi finds Beal. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
Dragic against Beal. Butler on the wing. Fires the 3. Miami no good on that time either.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Smith. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Is he skinny? You bet. But Ish with enough strength to finish through contact.
And taken away by Brown. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. In the corner, Crowder with it. Back to Dragic from the arc. Kept alive. Can't hit that one. Wizards trail by 4. Guys, a potent offense right now.
you know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Loads it up for Adebayo. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
A shot by Bertans. Nobody around. Cans it from downtown.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Dragic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Smith dishes to Brown. Lays it up and banks it in.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Here's Beal. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the rejection by Mahinmi. Hero, no good. Here's Washington. They've got a 13-2 run goal. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
The kick out to Dragic. A 3-ball. Rebound by Smith. Bertans, the pass to Wagner. Back to Bertans. From outside the arc. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Wizards out front, leading by just 1. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Wizards 5 right now. Payton is out there with Wall. Then there's Mo Wagner. Then there's Brown. And it's Bertans in at the power forward position. Washington trailing. And now here comes Wall, leading the break. Here's Iguodala, and Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Some shooters get tunnel vision, but Tyler, keeping his eyes up and his options open, delivers a great pass.
And one of the premier floor spacers in this game now, Bertans. Greg presents a matchup nightmare.
I mean, no one can challenge his shot. He's 6'10", has that high quick release, and can hit it from 30 feet. 2 years in a row now, he's been over 42% from range. And the scary part is he's starting to round out the rest of his game.
Now here's Payton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Iguodala against Hachimura, and it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Wizards shooting well, 50% from the floor. Right side Wall, pass to Wagner. And it's Miami with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and Jones slams it in.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Wizards. They trail by 3 to the left wing. Hachimura, the pass to Wagner. Misses the layup. He'd have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6.
An offensive-minded player. Tyler Hero is a sneaky player who runs the floor hard.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Jones against Wall. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Bryant is checked in for Washington. Bradley Beal comes in for Payton. Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. The Heat rebound. Ball's knocked loose. Wall with the steal. Here's Hachimura. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Bonga. Bryant trying to free himself up. Bonga, no good.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
And it's Iguodala with the jam.
Iggy just using his tremendous athleticism there.
Here's Hachimura. Second shot opportunity. The pass to Bonga. Ryan in the post. He's covered by Iguodala. 4 on the clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Miami's checked in for the Wizards. Smith comes in for John Wall. And then for Miami, Adebayo is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Crowder comes in for Jones. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Duncan Robinson. The shot by Butler, nobody around. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. Before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Couldn't have been more obvious about it. That's just a lack of discipline, not the way you're taught to do it.
Now, here's Mahimi. Here's Bryant, and Butler sends it back.
One of the most versatile defenders we have in the league. Butler's reach also allowed him to get that block.
Brown is checked in for the Wizards. Beal dishes to Bryant, and Adebayo sends it back. And Dragic has it in the corner. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Crowder, the pass to Butler. Off target from outside. Wizards trail by 8. Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And I'm sorry, but the D's got to know where Beal is at all times, especially when he's leaking out in transition.
Dragic kicks to Crowder. Passes it to Iguodala. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Butler against Smith. The kick out to Dragic. To the inside. And it's sent back by Bryant. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance. The layup off target. And so it's the Miami Heat with it. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end. And
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. They've got Jimmy Butler. Adebayo is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Robinson, and it's Dragic in at the point guard. Great positioning on the putback.
A tireless worker. You don't have to call plays for Adebayo for him to score.
Bonga, the pass to Wall. And the shot is long.
The defender took away the airspace, crowded him. That changed the shot.
Floats it up for Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
You have to pay attention to Butler when he's flying toward the basket for an alley-oop.
Wall passes to Hachimura. Back to Wall. Butler with the steal. Dragic with it, picked up by Bryant. Hachimura grabs the miss. Wizards trail by 8. And Bryant gets it to go. Bryant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Aggressive move coming out of the half, penetrating into the heart of the defense.
That was a good play call, attacking with the right guy in the right situation.
It's good.
I love it. Got the basketball, used the pick. A high percentage shot for Jimmy Butler off pick and roll plays.
And the dunk by Hachimura.
And that play showcasing Hachimura's hops. He just pops up and slams that one home.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And the Heat with some changes. Olynyk, he's checked in for Adebayo. Jones comes in for Crowder. And Hero subbed in for Goran Dragic. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on.
Terrific dive from Hero, showing how versatile he can be.
Inside, Wagner, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Here is Robinson after the basket by Washington. Tries from 16. No good from Payton. The Heat leading by 3. Throws it up high. Jones, no luck. Wizards have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And he gets it to go. Berton's got 5 now.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
It's stolen by Wall. Here's Payton. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Payton's got the lead up to 1 now for Washington. Butler goes in, and it's Butler with the jam.
Love the level of concentration by Jimmy Butler on that play.
For the Wizards, Mahinmi's checked in for Rui Hachimura. Troy Brown comes in for Gary Payton, and it's Ish Smith in for John Wall. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for the Heat. There's passes to Mahinmi. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala. Pass to Hero. Here's Jones. From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 6.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Here's Mahinmi.
Taking what the defense offers up. Smith with good vision there. Finds the open man.
Hero passes to Butler. Here's Hero. Back to Butler. Pass to Jones. On the wing, Iguodala. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Butler up top. And stolen by Wagner. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. And it's Brown missing.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Hero passes to Iguodala. Tries again, and there's the pass to Hero. Fires for 3. No good there.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
They get it back. Smith dishes to Brown. with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
Coaches always talk about closing quarters strong. Can't do it much better than that.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Manning the backcourt, it's Smith and Beal. Then it's Troy Brown. And there's Bryant, and it's Bonga in at the 4 slot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And here is Brown after Jimmy Butler made that last 3-pointer. Smith finds Bryant. Here's Bonga. The tray. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Smith against Adebayo. Outside Dragic. Heat moving the ball around to the paint. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a 1-point game. That one falls.
The defense slow to react that time. Smith makes them pay using his quickness.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
So for the Wizards, Hachimura comes in for Troy Brown. And it's John Wall in for Ish Smith. Heat also with the sub. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala.
An explosive athlete who finishes with power. Bam, getting people out of their seats.
Now here's Bryant. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bryant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
And here's the fast break. Bryant leading the way. Here's Wall. Pass to Hachimura. There's the feed to Bryant. Bryant is doubled. It's Beal on the wing. Right side, Bryant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Robinson. Bryant can't get it to go. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And slam dunk by Butler.
You need a big basket, you turn to Jimmy Butler. He's the first option in their offense.
Out left to the wing. Here's Hachimura. Pass to Bonga. Back to Hachimura. Here's Bryant. Poked away. And it's Hachimura in the corner. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant.
One thing you can say about Hachimura, he is not afraid of the challenge.
Dragic kicks to Crowder. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
A big shot by Jay Crowder. He's been here before, understands the importance of momentum.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Now here is Hachimura. Back to Wall. Right wing. Trying to find Hachimura. Gets it to him. And good that time.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Outside Crowder. Butler in the corner. Adebayo against Beal. The kick outside to Butler. Robinson for three. That one's not going to go. Now Washington takes it the other way. Hachimura, the pass to Beal. Money!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Pass to Butler. And they double up Butler. Back to Dragic. Now the pass to Crowder to the right side. Robinson for three. Nails the tray.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
To the middle. Stolen by Robinson. Dragic with it. Now Beal defending. Crowder kicks to Robinson. Passes it to Dragic. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The three. Bryant with the rebound.
And it's all about the three right here.
And they're looking to tie it up. Live to play another period. We'll see what they run right here.
I love when Beal slashes to the rim like this, using that athleticism and speed so well.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. This win, such a trip. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
Unlimited Tournament.
It wasn't a good day for me, but it's never how you start, it's always how you finish.
I played all right. Lost my final game like only 20 minutes ago, but I actually did enjoy it quite a bit. First of all, I have the glitch John Stockton as my point guard, the man that can dunk. It's pretty fun.
Dunking John Stockton, like, that blows my mind.
This
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Well, it's important to look your best on the road, and that's...
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovic. And it's Ingles in at the small forward. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Lets the 3 fly. Hachimura grabs the miss. Beal drives in. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Mitchell. Whoa, with a block.
Of the height Wall possesses, it allows him to get up for these type of blocks. Shooters have to be aware of his reach.
Here's Beal. Passes it to Bryant. Over Bogdanovic. Good D by Bogdanovic.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Hachimura. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Conley. But they get it back. Pass to Ingles. To the wing on the left. This one for 3. And Michael Conley good for 3.
Excellent at realizing when to pull the trigger. Conley's outside shot is so dangerous.
Here's Bryant. And no good that time. Now the Jazz take it the other way. On the wing, Mitchell. Bogdanovic dishes to Gobert. Ingles passes to Conley. Misses the 3. The Wizards have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. A pass to Bryant. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got his second basket.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Man, I like the intensity of Bryant's drive. I mean, an unstoppable mix of speed, muscle, and finesse.
And what scouts loved about Hachimura, physically, he came in NBA ready.
Oh, yeah. 6'8", 230, shows excellent strength. Also, being relatively late to the game, he's really never developed any bad habits. That's why he was able to come in and hit the ground running. Now look at the quick instincts of Bill. They're just fantastic. He does a super job of leaking out that time in transition.
Ingles kicks to Bogdanovic. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Here's the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him. You know, he doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Outside, Bogdanovic. There's 1:40 left in the first. No good on the 3. Wizards have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Offensive rebound, and Wall kicks to Bryant. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Outside Conley. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Conley gets the bucket.
Oh, man, the timing, the precision. Conley is ready to fire as soon as the ball hit his hands.
Here's Bunga. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. No good on the triple.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Jazz trail by 7. And Utah turns it over again. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Payton finds Mahimi. The pass to Smith. Back to Mahimi. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open look.
And so it's Washington in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
O'Neal is out there with Davis. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Moutier in at the point. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Payton attacking to the left wing. There's the pass to Payton. And Mahimi with the stuff.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market.
Oh, my goodness. Where did that come from? That was beautiful.
Wow.
Brown down low. O'Neal's there. Brown, good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so it's Moutier with it. They'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 11-point game and an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A shot by Clarkson, no good. And it's Washington's ball. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Payton. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Pass to Clarkson. For the 3. They grab their own miss.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Bogdanovic just checked in for Utah. Wizards leading by 15. Here's Payton. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Davis. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. Davis has got his second bucket.
I love Bogdanovic's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Brown the pass to Payton. Back to Brown. And finished off by Brown.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Smith up top. 1:46 left in the first half. Payton outside. Just 4 to shoot. Passes to Bertens. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Ed Davis.
Clearly a foul.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Clarkson, and it's Conley in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovic. Shoots the 3. Utah the rebound. Outside Conley, and there's the defensive 3-second call. Utah shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
And the technical free throw is good. Wizards making a switch here. Bonga's checked in. Conley for 3. Gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
Outside for Beal. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some open.
Mahimi shoots inside. The kick out to Wall. And a wide open look for Hachimura. Ingles with the rebound.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Outside Bogdanovic. The Jazz working the ball around now. Lets it go with a 3. And Utah another 3.
And Bogdanovic is a consistent shooter from outside. Once he's in rhythm, he's comfortable from firing from beyond.
Back to Beal. Stolen by Mitchell. And again, Utah running the court in transition. Here's Bogdanovic. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Mahimi with the stuff.
The court awareness improving over time. Hachimura demonstrating some nice passing instincts there.
Conley feeling it out. And so it's Washington enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They are leading. And that's going to do.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Michael Conley, what a contribution.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Washington, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3 seat.
What an athlete Beal is, rising up so effortlessly. Jamming home.
Back to Mitchell. Over to Wall. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Up again. Bryant with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
Love the chemistry Wall has with his teammates. He gets up on these alley-oops.
Conley left side. Offensive rebound. Gobert can't hit.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
Good work there as it goes.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Outside Conley. A three-pointer, no good.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. D, I mean, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
And Bryant slams it in.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Conley for 3. Drills it from outside. Conley's got 12 points in the game.
Adding to his 3-point total on the night. He had 3 in the first half. Now he's got his first one here in the second.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Mitchell kicks to Clarkson. Back to Mitchell. The 3. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Gobert can't hit.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
And Payton throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Wizards leading by 9. Out left to the wing. Wizards passing it around. And Bryant slams it in.
Well, because of Bryant's strong frame, he's never really afraid to absorb contact.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
Utah has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Clarkson passes to Gobert. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. And Payton throws it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And here's Bogdanovic for three. Sinks the three-pointer. Bogdanovic has got 7.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Over to the left wing. Smith feeling it out a bit. Here's Bryant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
What you appreciate about Bryant is his hustle. I mean, a former second-round draft pick who continues to make his mark in the league.
No good on the second free throw. Here's Moutier. And Utah again with the bucket.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
That'll be a 5-second call. A 3 off the inbound. No good on that one. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Wizards. They're up by 10. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got O'Neal, Moutier out there with Clarkson. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
Clarkson, rebounded by the Wizards. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Back to Mahimi. Fires it up. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And it's Bogdanovic in the corner. Rebound by Mahimi. Wizards leading by 10. It's stolen by Moutier. And stolen by Wagner. Count it.
I don't know how Wagner keeps that on target through the contact. It should have strength and concentration.
Moutier passes to Gobert. Moutier dishes to Gobert. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Fires from deep. It's not going to go for him. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter start. Pass to Wagner. The 10-footer. Bank shot. No good. And so it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for the Jazz. Launches it. Offensive rebound. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And now we've got the intentional foul. A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles comes in for Jordan Clarkson, and it's Mike Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier. Conley for 3. Good on the triple. Conley's got it back down to within single digits for the Jazz.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Beal gets a wide open look. And again, Washington no good. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Ingles kicks to Bogdanovic. Jazz passing it around. Down low. Here's Gobert. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that length, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
The Jazz making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. And a switcher also for Washington. Ryan's checked in. Wall passes to Beal. To the inside. Bryant. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Mitchell. And that one is good. Mitchell's got 10 points here in the second half.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Yeah, they still got work to do. What a job they've done to get back into this. Man, it takes a different level of concentration to execute in the big moments. And Bryant knows he has that.
Conley with the three. Hangs home the trifecta.
He's a natural leader. And when it's a big possession, Conley comes alive and finds a way to deliver.
Inside. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Yeah, he's not afraid to step up in a big spot. Hachimura. I like to see him up his intensity and deliver.
Wizards leading by 3. Feeds to Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And here's Conley outside. Great D that time from Beal.
I know he wants to get him back into this, but that's not the way to do it. They need smart shots, not thieves.
The pass to Hachimura. Fires the three. He can't get that one. The Jazz go the other way with it. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Big-time play there from Mitchell. Remember, he's been the go-to guy since his rookie year.
Unga, the pass to Bryant. Yes!
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of clawing back into this.
Conley's shot is off. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Wall, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Wizards lead by 7.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Wall passes to Beal. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Stolen away. And so it's the Wizards with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really... David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.